Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm back. And I just got an idea for doing this vlog not too long ago. Talking to some other women who do dating blogs and stuff, and talking about being introverts and what that means. And I've done a blog before about that I'm an introvert and proud of it, and how proud I am that I'm an introvert, and kind of dispelling some of the long myths there are and have been about people who are introverts and what that means, and kind of what that is and stuff. And so today I wanted to give just a little synopsis, and I don't want anybody changing. I want you to do what's you, and stuff. And so I want introverts to embrace who they are. But first you have to know who you are, because I think many introverts and many people who know about introverts have really wrong ideas about who we are and what we do and stuff. And so I'm going to talk about, specifically, for many of the black women I know who are introverts. How do you date as an introvert? Because it's not the same as dating as an extrovert. So all this advice of going out here and going out there and being in these big crowds of people and stuff really could do damage to an introvert, and really could kind of keep us from going out, and stuff, because we're not people that want to do that. And so you wonder why, I know people wonder why many introverted women like, well, I don't go out, because they really don't know who they are and how they need to kind of approach going out and being in public and stuff. You don't need to go out with an extrovert to be okay as an introvert. You don't need somebody who's loud and boisterous and all that sort of stuff. Really, for introverts, all that does is sort of, for most of us, that would make us just kind of draw back even more, and be even more introverted and stuff. You need to do the thing that is best for you. Kick out all the advice of all the folks who are extroverts and don't know what it means to be an introvert, because they're trying to push everybody to be a dang extrovert. Introverts are not a huge part of the population. We're only about 25% of the population. But there are things that are specific to us, and nothing's wrong with you because you're an introvert. Your brain is just wired different. That's all, and stuff. It's nothing wrong with you. You're not crazy. You're not shy. You're not no fun. All that crap. Kick all that crap out, because that's not who you are and stuff. You're different. And you need to embrace that difference and use it to your advantage. And specifically for any of you women who are rules girls. I can't say I'm a rules girl, and stuff. I just figured, the stuff from the rules all makes sense to me. I was never really a person that read the book and did all that. I never did any of that stuff, but stuff from it made sense to me, because it just, it was just stuff I kind of already knew, because it was just sort of common sense stuff to me and stuff, that somebody put in a book. But I think if you are, or if you like that sort of thing, this will make sense to you, because introverts really probably have an even better natural sense of being rules women, okay, than, most people and stuff, because there's something about us naturally that many of the suggestions from that book just sort of match up with and stuff. Now, the thing about not liking to talk, and people always think that, and I think introverted women think, oh my God, I'm really shy, which that's not really, shyness and being an introvert are not one and the same thing. They're not equal, okay, and stuff. I'm an introvert. I'm not shy and stuff, but I'm an introvert. The thing is, it's not that you don't want to talk, ladies. It's just that you have things you're interested in that you want to talk about. So maybe you go to places where there are things that you are interested in or interested in talking about. I love the law. And if you start talking about the law, I'll talk you deaf. I'll talk to you all night long, never shut up and stuff. And so if you're an introvert, and stuff, maybe you go to places that are sort of legal beagle places, or where they're having a talk about legal, different legal aspects and stuff. Many colleges and universities have regular talks. People come in and talk about different stuff, and stuff. If you're a history buff, you go to those talks. You go to a place where you could talk to somebody about history. And the thing is, if you meet some gentleman and he likes history and you like history, you won't be, quote unquote, what you think is shy anymore. You will start talking to him and stuff. And you will be surprised how much you talk and how in depth you talk about things that you are interested in. Do not try to do, and as an introvert, do not, I really don't recommend that we do the party small talk thing. We don't like small talk. We're not interested in small talk. We're not small talk people. I've never liked small talk. That's why maybe I have sometimes have a hard time with networking, because I don't like talking just for the sake of talking, and I don't like small talk. I find it wasteful, and stuff. So we're not small talk people. So places where you have to do the small talk thing, I would suggest you avoid. You're not shy. You're not afraid of people, but you have to have a reason for your interactions with people. So if there's something that you need to do, or something that you like or have an interest in, that will allow you to interact with a group of people, I suggest you do it. Hey, meetups are great. Meetups are really awesome, because meetups give you something that you have an interest in to meet up with people about and stuff. And that way you'll be excited about interacting with people, and you won't be bored, and you won't be like, why am I here? And all this sort of stuff. So I suggest that you use meetups, and stuff. Not all of us are big time flirts. I do. But if you're not a big time flirt and stuff like that, you certainly want to be at a place where you want to interact with people and people want to interact with you. Not liking people. Of course, we like people. We just don't like a bunch of people. So maybe you find places where there are small groups of people and stuff. And that's why I suggest meetup, where there are small groups of people. Big groups of people, that's not our comfort level. And people are like, go outside your comfort zone. Yeah, don't try to do that, because when you're really uncomfortable, all that happens with the introvert is that we pull in even more. There's a way for you to do it and still be comfortable, but still be kind of doing something maybe you haven't done before. Oh, maybe you had an interest in kayaking or something like that, and stuff. And, it's not like it's 10 million people that want to do that and everything. Maybe you try stuff like that as an introvert. Being alone. Okay, we are people that like to think, and we actually think a lot, which may be really good for you if you're a rules girl. Because for rules girls, when they're dating and stuff, they're not sort of, they're not sitting around lonely, waiting for some dude to come in and take up their time, or desperately trying to find a dude to take up their time. You can be alone. You can not hear from a dude for a couple of days and be okay. If he don't call, you're not all desperate and dying, and stuff. You're okay being alone. You're okay doing stuff alone. It's not like you're waiting for him to take you out to a movie, or you don't know how much stuff I actually do alone and enjoy doing alone. Okay, I don't wait for other people to do stuff. As an introvert, I'm okay doing stuff by myself. I have no problem doing stuff by myself. I have no problem going to the movies by myself. I have no problem going shopping by myself. I have no problem taking drives and going to places I want to visit and having lunch by myself. I have no issue doing any of that and stuff, which is really awesome for you if you're an introvert, because then you're not as thirsty as some women, who really need some kind of company all the time to entertain them. You're okay being by yourself. And you're okay if the guy is like, well, he doesn't really want to be bothered, or you don't really want to be bothered, or whatever. You don't have issues with that. We're not people that have to be insanely busy all the time and stuff, but we certainly aren't people that are, we don't have to have our time occupied, but we certainly aren't people that are bored if we're at home enjoying a book or watching a movie or doing whatever it is you like to do around your house and stuff. That's the best thing about being an introvert. And the thing is, we're unique. We're not weird. We have a different way of doing stuff. We sometimes challenge sort of normal conventions, which is really great because in many ways, introverts stand out a lot, and stuff. We may not want to be the center of attention all the time, and we may not want that, but we stand out from the norm, which certainly can catch men's eye, and stuff. If you're dating, if you stand out from the norm and stuff, if you're a little outside of what would be considered normal, which is great for black women dating IR because we already stand out from the norm anyway. And that's why I was talking about women going to brew pubs and listen, you stand out from the norm. You stand out from the norm. You're not normal. When I would go to places like that, that was something I liked and I liked to do and stuff. And I talked to, chat with a few guys about it because I really was an outsider, in some place, but that was something I had an interest in and I like to do and I like to talk about and stuff. We're not aloof. We pay close attention to our thoughts and emotions. And, we pay close attention to things around us, which is a good thing. We have a good eye for detail. We listen to people when they talk. We can usually with introverts, we make people feel, and even though people are like, oh, you think that we're shy, which I'm saying we're not shy. Please, please, please stop that myth. We listen to people and we make people usually feel very comfortable and stuff. Usually we're one-on-one people and small group people and stuff. So we pay close attention to people, especially when people are talking about us or engaging in conversation with us. We're good listeners and stuff. And so we do really great, instead of for extrovert people who are talking to everybody and doing everything and aren't aware of their own feelings. So they're even less aware of other people's feelings. We are aware of other people's feelings and can be very sensitive to people's feelings and stuff, which is an awesome thing when you're dating people. Okay, we know how to relax and have fun. And we like to be in nature. We like to be at our homes relaxing. We're not exactly thrill seekers and adrenaline junkies and all that stuff. And we don't really like a lot of noise and stuff like that, But that could just give us time to be with someone we're trying to find an interest in. It could just give us, if we're walking in the park with somebody you like or somebody, it could just give you time to be with them and to have, show some interest, so genuine, deep interest in and stuff, which I think is an awesome thing. When you're dating someone, they want to know you're interested in them and they want to know that you're trying to get to know them and all this stuff. And you want them to know they're trying to get to know you. We do those things. Introverts do those things better than anyone else. And I think you need to do them and you need to do them well. And you don't have to fix yourself and try to become an extrovert. I want you to take what it is and study and read books or whatever about being an introvert and figure out what it is that's really great about being an introvert and go out into the world and do that. Okay, don't try to change yourself. Don't try to bring a bunch of extroverts around you because you need to be brought out into pushed into the spotlight. You're not a spotlight person. Don't try to be against who it is that you are. Be who you are and embrace that. It makes a real difference for people that are introverts. We're quiet people. We seek, we seek solace, and stuff. We're people who are very good at, sort of holding our tongues and, and not trying to brag and tell everybody about what it is we're doing and who we're doing it with, and stuff. We can be those sort of people, and stuff. And somebody's going to appreciate that about you. I want introverted daters to date with with being an introvert in mind. Um, don't try to do anything else. Do exactly what it is and who you are. Do exactly what you need to make sure that dating works the way you need it to work. Okay? Um, I love being an introvert, and I always encourage introverts to be who they are and to really find out who they are and how they work, and to, make sure they will incorporate that into their lives even more, into their dating lives, into their married lives, into what it is, how they interact with family, how they do stuff on jobs and stuff, and not have people forcing you into something that you're not, and stuff, because being an introvert is a good thing. It has all sorts of wonderful advantages, and I want you to make sure that you take advantage of those. Okay, so that's the end of my talk right there, and I will talk to you guys later, probably next week. Maybe I'll have some good hunky guy that I'll put on. I think I will put on there tomorrow, and you guys can ogle him. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.